The stone is cool beneath your feet. The corridor stretches forward into shadow. Beyond the narrow window, the sky has begun to pale. Not quite light, not quite dark. The air smells of cold stone, old wood, damp earth from the courtyard below. You stand in silence. The castle breathes around you. Somewhere far off, a door closes softly. The sound travels through the walls, carried on currents of air that move through passageways older than memory. There is no rush here. There has never been rush here. The corridor opens into a wider hall. Tapestries hang along the walls, their colors muted in the dim light. Woven threads show forests, rivers, distant hills. They sway gently when you pass. The floor is worn smooth by centuries of footsteps. Each stone fits perfectly against the next. You can see the faint marks where masons shaped them long ago when the castle was young. A narrow staircase winds upward. The steps are uneven, carved by hand. You climb slowly. The air grows colder as you rise. At the top, a wooden door stands half open. Beyond it, the battlements. You step through. The wind is soft here. It moves across the top of the tower, brushing against the stone. The sky is wider now. Pale gray mingles with the faintest touch of amber along the eastern horizon. The land below lies still. Fields stretch away in patterns of dark earth, hedgerows, distant trees. Mist gathers in the low places. It drifts without hurry. Below, in the courtyard, a figure moves. A guard, his cloak wrapped close, walks the length of the inner wall. His footsteps are slow, steady. He pauses at the corner, looks out toward the fields, then continues. There is no threat. There has been no threat. He walks because it is his time to walk. The rhythm of his steps is the rhythm of the castle itself. You descend the staircase. The corridor leads you deeper, past chambers where others sleep, past doorways that open onto silent rooms. The castle holds many such spaces. Each one serves its purpose. Each one waits in stillness. The chapel is small. A single window of colored glass casts faint patterns on the floor. The light is too weak yet to show their full color, but you can see the shapes, circles, petals, vines intertwined. The altar stands beneath the window. A cloth covers it, simple linen, woven by hands that knew their craft. Candles wait in iron holders. They are unlit. The morning will bring them light soon enough. You sit on one of the wooden benches. The silence here is different. It feels held, protected. The stone walls curve inward, embracing the space. Outside, the wind continues. Inside, there is only breath, only the faint scent of old incense, long faded, only the cold smoothness of the bench beneath you. Time passes. You cannot say how long. It does not matter. The light beyond the window grows stronger, though still soft. The patterns on the floor begin to show their colors. Deep blue, pale gold, a hint of green. They move as the light shifts, slowly. imperceptibly. You rise. The corridor calls you onward, deeper into the castle, toward the heart of it. The kitchens lie below. You follow the stairs downward. The air grows warmer, warmer still. The scent of wood smoke begins to touch the edges of the cold stone air. The kitchen is vast. Stone hearths line the walls. Iron hooks hang from the ceiling, holding pots, chains, tools whose purposes you can only guess. The fire has been built up. Embers glow red beneath new wood. A woman stands beside it. She does not speak. She does not turn. She lifts a kettle, sets it on the hook above the flame. The water inside will take time to heat. She knows this. She has done this every morning for more years than you could count. Another figure enters. A boy, carrying an armload of kindling. He sets it beside the hearth. He glances at the woman. She nods. He leaves as quietly as he came. The wood crackles softly. The kettle begins to hum, a low sound, barely audible. You move through the kitchen, past long tables where bread will be kneaded, where vegetables will be chopped, where meals will be prepared. The tables are empty now, clean, waiting. Everything here waits. Everything here knows its time will come. Beyond the kitchen, a passage leads to the storerooms. The air is cool again. Barrels line the walls. Sacks of grain lean against each other. Shelves hold jars, sealed with wax. The scent of dried herbs hangs faintly. Rosemary, thyme, something else you cannot name. The light here is dim. A single torch burns in a bracket on the wall. Its flame moves gently, though there is no wind. You return to the main corridor. The castle is beginning to wake, though slowly. Footsteps echo from somewhere above. A door opens, closes. Voices murmur, too distant to understand. They do not need to be understood. They are part of the texture of the morning, threads woven into the larger fabric. The great hall stands before you. The doors are tall, heavy oak, bound with iron. They stand open. Inside, the space is vast. The ceiling rises high into shadow. Long tables run the length of the room. Benches beside them, worn smooth by use. At the far end, a dais, a single chair upon it, not grand, not ornate. Simply the place where the lord of the castle sits when the hall is full. But the hall is not full now. It is empty. The silence here is different from the chapel. It is larger. It holds more air, more shadow, more history. You walk between the tables. Your footsteps sound small in the vastness. They fade quickly. At the far end, a window, larger than the others. The glass is clear, not colored. Through it, you can see the courtyard. The guard has completed his circuit. Another has taken his place. The changing of the watch is silent. A nod, a brief exchange you cannot hear. Then one walks away, his cloak trailing behind him. The other takes up his post. You leave the hall. The corridor leads you toward the outer wall. The air grows colder as you near the outer gate. The stone here is thicker, older. These are the original walls built when the land was less settled, when safety meant stone and height and watchfulness. The gate stands closed, iron-bound wood reinforced with thick beams. A small door set within it allows passage without opening the hole. You step through. The courtyard spreads before you. Cobblestones uneven, patched with moss in places where water gathers. The well stands at the center, stone, worn smooth at the rim where countless hands have gripped the edge. A woman draws water. The rope creaks as the bucket descends. You hear the distant splash. She waits, then pulls, hand over hand. The bucket rises, heavy with water. She lifts it to the edge, pours it into a wooden pail. The water catches the light. For a moment, it shines. Then she turns, carries it away toward the kitchens. The sky is brighter now, not fully light, but no longer the pale gray of early dawn. The amber has spread, softened into rose, into gold. The mist in the fields is beginning to lift. You can see the outline of the trees more clearly. Birds have begun to call. Their voices are distant, scattered, each one isolated in the stillness. You walk along the inner wall. The stones are rough here, unpolished. They show their age. Cracks run through some. Others are stained dark with rain, with time. Ivy grows in places, clinging to the mortar. The leaves are small, precise. They hold tiny drops of dew. Above, on the battlements, another guard stands. He faces outward, looking toward the horizon. He does not move. His stillness is complete. He is part of the wall, part of the stone. The wind moves his cloak slightly. Nothing else. You return inside. The corridors are familiar now. You know their turns, their rises, their descents. You move through them without thought. The castle guides you. It has always guided those who walk within it. A small chamber opens to your left. Inside, a single bed. A chest at its foot. A narrow window. The light falls across the floor in a slender band. Dust motes drift within it, turning slowly. The bed is neatly made. The blanket folded at its foot. No one sleeps here now. Perhaps they will tonight. Perhaps not. The room waits. You continue. The staircase rises before you again. You climb. Higher this time. Past the level where you stood before. The stairs grow narrower, the air thinner. The tower reaches upward, seeking the sky. At the top, the highest point of the castle. The stones here are weathered, exposed to rain, to wind, to sun. They are pale, almost white in the growing light. You stand at the edge. The land spreads below in all directions. Fields, forests, the river, silver in the distance, roads that wind through the landscape like threads. The sky is vast. Clouds move slowly across it, high, thin clouds, stretched into shapes that shift as you watch. The sun has not yet risen, but its light is everywhere. The world glows softly. Everything is visible. Everything is clear. You close your eyes. The wind touches your face. Cool, gentle. It smells of grass, of earth, of distance. You breathe it in. Hold it. Release it. The castle stands beneath you, solid, unchanging. It has stood here for centuries. It will stand for centuries more. You descend, slowly, one step, another. The rhythm is calming. The stone beneath your hand is rough, familiar. The corridor receives you. The shadows are lighter now. The castle is no longer dim. Light touches the tapestries. They show their colors: green forests, blue rivers, the gold of distant hills. You pass the chapel again. The colored window glows. Blue, gold, green. The patterns on the floor are bright now. You do not enter. You continue. The great hall. The light pours through the large window. It fills the space. The tables, the benches, the floor, all hold the light. The hall is transformed, no longer shadowed, no longer vast in its emptiness. It is simply a room, large, yes, but a room. A place where people gather, where meals are shared, where life unfolds. You walk to the window, look out. The courtyard is busier now, not crowded, but inhabited. The baker carries loaves to the kitchens. The stable boy leads a horse toward the gate. Two women speak near the well. Their voices are low. You cannot hear their words. You do not need to. The guard still walks the wall, a different guard. The fourth, perhaps, or the fifth. You have lost count. It does not matter. The walk continues. It has always continued. It will always continue. You turn from the window. The hall is warm now, not from fire, but from light. The sun has risen fully. The morning is here, not new anymore, simply morning. The castle has welcomed it, absorbed it, made it part of itself. You find a bench. Sit. The wood is solid beneath you. The light touches your hands. You look at them, see the lines, the shape of your fingers. Simple things, real things. The castle breathes around you. Its breath is slow, deep, the rhythm of stone, of wood, of time itself. You breathe with it, in, out, in, out. There is no hurry. There has never been hurry. Voices somewhere, faint, footsteps on stone. The creak of a door. The world moves. The castle holds it all, contains it, keeps it safe. You close your eyes. The light is red through your eyelids, warm, soft. The bench holds you. The castle holds you. You are part of it now. One more presence among many. One more breath among countless breaths. The morning continues. It will turn to midday, then afternoon, then evening. The cycle is endless, unbroken. The castle knows this, has always known this. You rest. The stone is cool. The light is warm. The air moves gently. Everything is as it should be. Everything is as it has always been. Time passes, or perhaps it does not. In this place, time is different, slower, deeper. It pools in the corners, gathers in the shadows, but it does not rush. It never rushes. You open your eyes. The hall is golden now. The light has shifted, moved across the floor. The window glows. Beyond it, the world continues. Fields, forests, sky. You rise, walk slowly toward the corridor. The castle receives you again. Its passages, its stairs, its rooms, all familiar, all waiting. You move through them like water, smooth, unhurried. A final staircase, a final corridor, a door. You push it open. Inside, a small room, a bed, a window. The light falls across the blanket. You sit on the edge of the bed. The mattress is soft, stuffed with straw, covered with wool. It holds you gently. You lie back. The ceiling is wood, old beams dark with age. They cross above you, strong, enduring. They have held the roof for longer than you can imagine. They will hold it still. The window shows the sky. Clouds drift past. The light softens. The day is settling, finding its rhythm. The castle settles with it. You close your eyes. The sounds of the castle are distant now, muffled, soft. They blend together, become one sound, the sound of stone, of wood, of time. Your breath slows, deepens. The bed holds you. The castle holds you. The earth holds the castle. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. Everything is safe. The morning has become the day. The day will become evening, but that is far away. For now, there is only this moment, this breath, this stillness. The castle stands. You rest within it. Nothing more is needed. Nothing more exists. Only stone, only light, only the slow, steady rhythm of time passing, time pausing, time holding you in its gentle arms. Rest now. The castle watches. The walls stand firm. The morning light glows soft. All is well. All has always been well. Rest.